since I blew, they all on my. Hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long. Say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex-slick, then he with the. Back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back and then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these 4 things pull out the VIP. Suck to a nut, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Crip.
Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Arizona Cardinals. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson, and they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Yeah, let's get set lunch.
This time, Jackson will throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He's going to go for it. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher. And he's going to go down again. T.J. Watt, his 2nd sack of the night.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
35 to Mike. 25, check 25, check 56. 6 guys.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
Exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action now. Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. And he's got his man on the out route. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Here we go. 51 to Mike.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
To throw again on second down. Jackson, he completes it to Tate. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. And Jackson throwing once more. Forced out to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Pick me up. Here we go. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson. His pass caught at the 4. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn to either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
From the gun, Jackson. This will be caught at about the 5. No gain there on the completion. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Now a give right side. It's Goodwin. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed.
In your face.
3rd and goal, Jackson. Man open, it's Goodwin. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. From 3 yards out, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
40, 43 is the mic. They can't hang with us. Showing up. Alert! Check 24.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Tighten up.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Let's go, D.
On second and very short, Allen throwing the out route incomplete. That's Houston. 2 yards, good enough for a first. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Eluding the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. Give him 30 yards there. That was a fantastic job of keeping that play alive. And he had a chance to tuck it. I thought he might.
They work on those situations all the time. This is coached, being able to keep your eyes downfield, keep the play alive, and not automatically run with the football. How about that lesson absorbed, and it turned into a big play?
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Switch. Motion.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, a run by Mack. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop him with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And now they'll throw with Allen. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Let's go, defense.
Now Allen. They'll run the screen with Mack. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Hey, watch middle. Check 43. Back.
Now a run with Mack. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Staying on the ground with Mack. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Drop deep. Switch. Alert. Check the hot read. Here we go. Check him off. Check the call.
On first down, it's Mack. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. We know he's pretty good in pass coverage there. He shows that he can step up and make plays in the run game.
And you love a corner who doesn't strictly isolate himself and say, hey, I'm playing on the island, I'm just covering the pass. A guy will get involved and get into the backfield and make those kind of tackles. That's who you want on your team.
That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Alert! Max 50, Max. Bravo! Double.
Here's Allen on first and 10. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Check 50. Watch that. Bang.
On play action, Allen. Johnson's got it complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 14.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight end.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Marlon Mack with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
51 to Mike, boys, 51. I'm here all day. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Let's go. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Let's pick it up.
Jackson from the shotgun.
Let's get off the field.
And he will find his man on the outside. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Rams.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's first and 10 at the 43. From the gun, it's Jackson. Wide open receiver, complete.
Jackson's back. Complete to number 84. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the Cardinals' 34-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable second and 1. To throw is Jackson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And the Rams' first down.
They'll run on first down. Goodwin. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the fourth. Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Allen going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out. The Cardinals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
All day, dog. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
Gun.
Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Here's Allen to throw it. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Hey, 20. Double dog, that's the way. Check, crunch, crunch.
Pass 85, pass 85.
Slam. Check. Alert 3.
They'll run the back. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike 20, Mike 20. Bring it. Bring it. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Down the loop.
Hey, home.
There we go, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot him. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Jackson now, operating from the gun. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He's going to launch this thing way down. It's caught at the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 33 yards that time. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Steps away, and the Rams with a score. Touchdown. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Critical extra point up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Second and 9 now from the 21. Back to throw. Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Houston. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Well, that sets up a big third down. Now the decision has to be, do you run it here and play for OT, or do you go ahead and press it downfield?
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Go, Mike 50, Mike 50.
Dan.
Alert, alert, alert.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
I don't even know what we go. Hey, Haywood.
Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Alert.
Trying to collect.
Now Allen. He's got a man. Complete. A gain of 32 that time. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10.
50's to Mike. 50's to Mike.
Watch the sled, watch the sled. Check. Half 10. Go, go.
Let's go, Mike 50, Mike 50.
We go.
To throw is Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
I got you. I got you, son. I got you.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And everything right now rests on the right foot of Zane Gonzalez. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And everything right now rests on the right foot of Zane Gonzalez. They'll spot it at the 40. It's a 50-yard kick for the win. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Cards, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they'll drop